All right, I think we should watch Jung Yimul's Under the Light. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Trailer for more information about this movie. I always love seeing myself.
让我介绍一下，苏建明，正副市长的儿子，杨子。
你之前昨天晚上跟你吃饭的时候说什么了？
小时候他们家跑船，跑过钱，没少关照我，抽我嘴巴子，是不是？过年我去他们家厨房，他就给我丢那个米粉肉的肉片。
我哪里做错了吗？手里头肯定有拍我的视频吧？
每丢一片就喊一句：“狗杂肉，狗杂肉。”狗杂肉，
在你在我面前，你什么都不是。
正爽呢，右手。前面有钱，关上还有关。
惊弓之鸟，杯弓蛇影，你慢慢等。
他不能再喊我狗杂肉了，舌头割下一半。
I love at the end that we've got a little sorry about the wait for it. What do you reckon of Under the Light? What do you think?
Well, the best part about the trailer was the censor.
I'm a big fan of Jung Yimul movies, and I think this is before the chats, before the live stream started. You and I were talking about a Hong Kong movie called Where the Wind Blows. And you mentioned to me that you've been following the movie for about, 5 years?
Yeah, 6 or 5, something like that.
Under the Light is very similar. So the first bit of news that came out about that film was back in 2019, just before COVID. And then in 2020, the first trailer came out. And then all of a sudden, disappeared. No one talked about the movie at all. And then there was rumors that the film was being looked at by the Chinese government, as with all Jung Yimul movies. But I think it looks great. I'm like I said, I'm a fan of Jung Yimul films. What do you think of the cast? Do you know much about actual mainland Chinese films? Are you interested in the cast?
I'm not exactly very familiar with mainland films. I try to stay a bit away from them because for many reasons, but I'm a big fan of the director as well. I practically grew up watching his film. When I first watched, it's Jung Yimul, right? You mentioned.
Yeah.
The one who directed To Live, and recently, what did he read? What was the film?
Raise the Red Lantern.
Yeah. So he's the director, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Before I watch his film, I always considered myself a very particular fan of cinema. Like I love watching martial arts films, classic martial arts films, Drunken Master, the politicals, or whatever those Mohan, Jackie Chan films. But when I first watched Jung Yimul's film, the first film I watched was probably To Live, Raise the Red Lantern, one of them. To Live, it was To Live. I was very down on myself. I was having lots of issues. When I watched To Live, I realized that there is more to cinema than martial arts film. And it was the time I started watching any type of film I can. So he's sort of like a very important director for me. And this film looked very different from the kind of film he directed or the ones I see so far. Mostly he made period films, classic films. This looked a bit different, and seeing that he's constantly trying to do different things. So it's very, I'm going to watch it for sure because of him only.
Beautiful, yeah. Have you ever seen any Jung Yimul films in the cinema?
Well, If they release one in Bangladesh, I will. That I
I
can say.
Well, I saw Shadow in Chinese cinema, and I remember I saw it with my partner who watched it the day before, and then we got home that night because I was doing something different, and she said to me, "We need to go. You need to come to the cinema with me tomorrow and watch Shadow." And so she watched it twice in 2 days. It was a phenomenal movie in the cinema. I don't think I've seen any of his other films in the cinema yet, but we've got a comment there. Lei Jia-ying and Zhang Guoli are in it. They are great. Lei Jia-ying is from Assassin in Red. What was it called? Rider's Odyssey. Have you seen that?
I don't think I did.
And we've got another comment here. Yeah, we'll talk about that one in a little minute. Bao Jiao Long Zhong is another martial arts movie, not from Zhang Yimou. This movie, I understand, is dealing a little bit about. I don't think it's about corruption. I believe it's about a businessman who's doing something a little bit dicey, and Lei Jia-yin teams up with Dong Yu-zhao. Remember her from Better Days?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they're going to investigate Hu Wei-yu's character there. So I think this looks good. I hope this actually does get released on time, and there's no more delays.
Well, it's interesting because in his last film, Better Days actor Jackson Lee was there, and now he's working with the actress.
Sorry, which film was that?
The film in Jang Yimou's last film, Full Red River. What was the name? Why can't I remember?
Red. Yeah, Full River Red was.
Yeah. Jackson was there. Yeah. Better Days actor.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the main characters alongside Shen Ten.
Yeah, he was very charismatic in the film.
Now, while I've got you here, did you enjoy Full River Red?
I enjoyed it more than Hidden Blade, which I watched one day earlier.
Oh, I hated Hidden Blade. I really hated it. I really did not enjoy Hidden Blade at all, and I don't get the love that it gets. Probably just because it's got Tony Leung in it. I think everyone just kind of loves this film, but no.
I think it looked good. When you look, it looked good. The camera, location, costume, lighting,
yeah. But it was very patriotic, and I really didn't like it.
well, I can blame you for that, bro.
How about we